You get a good deal, Jennifer? Happy holidays, Jennifer. You're looking great.
It only took 5 words from Jennifer Lopez to ignite a firestorm. They should show us the real workshops. The comment was posted directly under the viral TikTok and felt more like a mic drop than a casual observation. Instantly, fans, critics, and fashion insiders were abuzz.
Luxury bags carefully handcrafted in China. The viral TikToks from Chinese factory workers, the internet is now in a frenzy over claims that some of the most iconic designer bags are actually born in the...
Was J.Lo calling out the entire luxury industry? Some reports claim that her comment was less about curiosity and more about taking a stance, a subtle but targeted critique of brands that use mystique to justify their sky-high prices. Adding fuel to the speculation, she's been noticeably absent from recent Hermès and Gucci events.
A slowdown and a contraction in the global luxury market. About 50 million people either opted out or were forced out of the luxury market over the past 2 years.
While her reps deny anything calculated, others believe this was no accident. Could it be that she's trying to pivot away from outdated luxury symbolism and align herself with a new, authenticity-driven fashion movement? Whatever her motives, her single line has left the industry rattled and consumers more curious than ever. What started as a simple TikTok video quickly spiraled into one of the most unsettling revelations the fashion world has faced in years. The clip, which rapidly gained millions of views,
We are going to be successful. In a few weeks, the shop was open. We sell the most expensive products in a country where everybody was going by.
appears to show Chinese factory workers assembling what look like Hermès, Gucci, and Prada handbags. Not fakes, but what many claim to be the real thing. The shocking part? These aren't grainy clips from knockoff markets. These are clean, detailed shots, suggesting a level of production far more sophisticated than bootleg operations. Viewers quickly began to question if these luxury pieces were ever handcrafted in Italy or France at all.
Most of them are made in China, and most of them are made in our factory. Yeah, I'm telling you. But why these luxury brands never tell you that? Because they are trying to pretend to be products of some sophisticated European countries like Italy or...
Rumors suggest the video might expose a long-hidden secret, that certain luxury giants are outsourcing real production to cut costs while maintaining the illusion of elite European craftsmanship. If that's true, then what exactly are customers paying $10,000 or even $30,000 for? The logo? The illusion? Either way, the trust that held the luxury fantasy together is suddenly in free fall. For decades, the world has been fed a fantasy that luxury bags are born in candlelit workshops nestled in the hills of France or Italy, stitched by aging artisans with generational skills. But this viral TikTok has cracked that illusion wide open. When viewers saw the handbags being manufactured in what looked like large-scale Chinese factories, it wasn't just a surprise, it was a betrayal. Suddenly, the storybook image of artisanal heritage started looking like a cleverly packaged marketing trick. Some observers now speculate that outsourcing to countries like China isn't a rare exception, but a well-guarded norm. It's been said that even the most prestigious labels have been quietly shifting production offshore while doubling down on their Made in Europe branding. And if the bags are being made in China, yet sold at astronomical prices, it raises a deeply uncomfortable question. Are we paying for craftsmanship, or just for the brand's ability to sell a dream? Once J.Lo's comment hit the timeline, social media went absolutely wild. Influencers began questioning their brand partnerships, fashion vloggers filmed emotional breakdowns over their once-prized bags, and Reddit threads dissected every frame of the TikTok like it was a crime scene. It's been said that even some high-profile influencers have started backing away from showcasing their designer goods, fearing blowback from followers who now view luxury branding as deception rather than aspiration. Rumors have circulated that major fashion houses are quietly advising celebrity clients to put a pause on flaunting new purchases from certain labels, especially Hermès. Behind the scenes, insiders claim that some PR teams are scrambling, sending talking points to stylists and publicists in an effort to control the narrative. The trust between brand and consumer, once unshakable, now feels like it's dangling by a thread. In the weeks that followed, fashion enthusiasts and skeptics alike began dissecting their luxury purchases, literally. People started returning handbags en masse, inspecting stitching, hardware, and lining under magnification, hoping to catch signs of inconsistency. What they found only fueled the skepticism. One TikTok creator, known as Tanner Leatherstein, became a viral sensation for cutting open luxury bags and revealing what he called cheap fillers and corner cutting. His most damning revelation? That a bag retailing for thousands was made from materials he estimated to cost under $100. Critics started comparing the luxury business to a magician's act: smoke, mirrors, and marketing fluff. With every new video, the myth of unparalleled craftsmanship took another hit. And if consumers can no longer trust the stitching or materials, what's really left behind the logo? Perhaps no brand has taken a harder hit than Hermès. For decades, it represented the gold standard of luxury. Exclusive, expensive, and nearly impossible to get. But when Tanner Leatherstein dismantled a $38,000 Birkin on camera and estimated it cost just $600 to produce, the internet lost its mind. Suddenly, the most coveted status symbol in fashion was exposed as potentially overpriced and overhyped. Some luxury insiders whispered that Hermès has been relying more on perceived value than actual superior craftsmanship for years, banking on the illusion of scarcity rather than substance. Rumors have even emerged that the waiting lists themselves are part of a psychological pricing strategy, not genuine demand. If true, then the Birkin isn't just expensive, it's a brilliant marketing con. And for a generation that values transparency over tradition, that might just be unforgivable. It's no secret that younger consumers, particularly Gen Z, are questioning everything. And when it comes to luxury fashion, they're not just asking where something was made, but how and why. It's been said that this new wave of buyers cares more about sustainability and truth than labels stitched with "Made in France." Viral videos have shown teens preferring thrift finds, custom pieces, or brands that openly show their factories rather than rely on secrecy. Reports claim this shift isn't a trend, it's a movement. Many believe that the days of obsessing over Birkin bags and Gucci belts are fading fast. The brands that once ruled the red carpet might now be facing extinction if they can't adapt. And as social media keeps pulling back the curtain, it's clear that Gen Z isn't just watching, they're judging, and they're voting with their wallets. With each passing week, the glossy image of luxury is looking more like a smudged illusion. As more evidence piles up, from outsourced production to questionable materials, the public is starting to ask a damning question. What exactly makes these items luxury? Whispers from fashion insiders say the whole model of exclusivity might be unsustainable. If luxury goods are mass-produced, marked up exponentially, and sold under false pretenses, then aren't they just expensive fast fashion? Some industry veterans have suggested that if brands don't respond with radical transparency, they risk losing everything. And while traditional buyers may cling to prestige, younger audiences are proving far more skeptical. If the mystique is gone, the emperor has no clothes, and maybe no customers either. After sparking global chaos with her comment, Jennifer Lopez went completely silent on the topic. No follow-ups, no clarifications, just radio silence. For someone known for her image control, this move feels calculated. Rumors are swirling that her silence is louder than any statement she could have made. Some observers think she's distancing herself from Hermès, perhaps prepping for a brand pivot or partnership with a more transparent label. Others claim her team orchestrated the entire moment to capitalize on the shifting tides of public opinion. Whether or not she planned it, her absence from luxury promo events has raised eyebrows. Could this be a soft rebranding? A quiet rebellion against the elite fashion world? No one can say for sure, but one thing's clear: she's not rushing to defend the old guard, and that alone speaks volumes. Now that the curtain's been pulled back, the fashion world is at a crossroads. Brands that built their entire legacy on secrecy and aura are being asked to show their receipts, literally. Experts predict a coming wave of factory transparency, where consumers will demand to know who made their products and where. Rumors suggest that some luxury houses are already considering relocating production back to Europe in a desperate bid to salvage their image. Others are quietly drafting sustainability reports, hoping that Gen Z will forgive and forget. But in an age where one viral video can change everything, there's no room for complacency. If the industry doesn't evolve, it risks losing relevance altogether. And for the first time in decades, it's not the designers or editors in charge, it's the audience. This scandal didn't just expose luxury brands, it empowered a new kind of consumer. One who is skeptical, savvy, and unafraid to ask uncomfortable questions. Social media has flipped the power dynamic entirely. No longer can brands hide behind marketing buzzwords or staged runway shows. Now, every purchase, every stitch, every comment is under the microscope, and it's been said that if these companies don't adjust quickly, they'll be left behind. The final whispers? That the $30,000 handbag era may be coming to an end. As authenticity, sustainability, and fair pricing take center stage, the next chapter in fashion won't be written by legacy designers. It'll be shaped by people with Wi-Fi, a voice, and a platform. The game has changed, and there's no going back.